Hey guys, it's Jeff. I hope you're all doing real well. It's been a busy few weeks for me. Just a lot going on, not on the channel, but just in life. Shortly after the last video I made, um, we had another flood down here in the basement. The water heater broke, had water all over, and it took a bit to get that all cleaned up. It kind of killed my mojo for a while, but couple weeks ago, or maybe I think it was last week now, we had a major snowstorm. Snowed pretty good for 3 days. We got well over a foot of snow on the ground. The temperatures dropped, and we had some power failures and stuff. And there was a couple of times I got in the mood, to film something or video something, and then we had no power. So that's the way that goes. I've been playing with my Proxxon Thermocut, and I got some foam and I got some craft paints, some real inexpensive acrylic paints. I hate to use my real good Vallejo paints for for experimenting purposes, but I picked up some apple barrel paints. I know Johnny at Tivoli Modeling Bench uses it actually for painting his models with, and he's real happy with it. I've been playing with it. I'm real happy for the way it works on the foam. I haven't tried it on plastic yet. Just have to give it a try and see. But I'm buying it at Walmart, 57 cents I think for a 2-ounce bottle. That's considerably cheaper than the $3 I spend for about half that much with the Vallejo paints. So we'll see how it works out. But I'll show you what I've been doing. And I've been playing with the Proxxon and trying to kind of figure out how to make brick walls and that type of thing, okay? So I'll get back on the Otter real soon, get it finished, and we'll get on with some other stuff. But let's go down the bench right now, and I'll show you what I've got going on, okay? Alrighty, guys. Thanks. I'll be right back. This is my stuff for working with foam. I don't have really good lighting on this bench yet. I'm still working on kind of getting things set up. This is the XPS foam. It's basic foam insulation. Comes in 2 or 3 different colors. Okay, I bought this off eBay. This is a 1-inch board. They come in 1 and 2 here in the U.S. I'm not sure about other parts of the world. But this is a Proxxon foam cutter. Thermocut, they call it. It's basically got a wire right here that cuts the foam. You just turn it on. I should be wearing a mask, and I usually do. It doesn't really produce any smoke to speak of or anything, but I'm sure that it's got some fumes there that are probably not the best for you. And you probably can't see this, but you just run the foam through and it cuts it. It's really simple. I've got this, I printed on my 3D printer so that I can run through thicker things this way to cut them down to size if I want to. I've also got this that I 3D printed, which I need to still put a pin in it, and then I'll be able to cut some circles and things. This comes with a, I guess you'd call it like a rip fence, just like on a table saw, that will fit in here, or it'll fit on this side. And you can clamp it down and then run foam through this way. It's kind of weird the way it's set up. This is loose. I'm not sure just what the design was for that, but you can angle it at 45 degrees and things. There's a lot of accessories for this that are available on the internet. Most of them are, I think Shifting Lands produces a whole range of different kinds of jigs and guides for this. Anyway, I cut up some pieces of this just to play with. I think I bought about 6 1 square foot pieces. This is the very first one. I've just been taking. Okay, let's try this again. Had a little interruption there. This is the back-formed kit from Mini Art, and I was just getting some of the dimensions for the bricks and things off of this. I've decided, after looking at this and looking at a few other sources, that in order for the bricks to be in scale, they need to be approximately 2 millimeters high and 8 millimeters long. I think that's the same size that some of the other online guys, YouTube guys, are using. I haven't even messed with like shingles and that type of thing yet. But anyway, this gives me an idea approximately of standard sizes and scales and things. I did make, let's see, I did this first. This is just a piece of XPS, and I bought some of these apple barrel paints. They're just a real inexpensive craft paint to play with. At the local Walmart, these are only 57 cents a piece for a 2-ounce bottle. And I bought about 20 of them, I think, of various colors. They make 40 or 50, maybe more than that, in the flat, the matte, and then they make some in gloss and other things, but they seem to work pretty well. I did use, before I did anything, I sealed the foam with Mod Podge. This is Mod Podge matte. If you don't seal the foam when you try and paint it or anything, it kind of is fuzzy. So this works pretty good. I know some of the other guys use various things. It seemed like Night Shift uses like a dissolved Tamiya putty to seal his foam. But this seemed to work pretty well, and I'm still experimenting. But anyway, my first test, if I can even show you, I don't know if I can get in a little closer. This didn't turn out very well. I just kind of went by eye, and I marked the horizontal lines, and then I went back and did the bricks, and it didn't take very long at all before I got way off on my measurements and things. I painted this with the apple barrel paints, and then I went back later and I did a wash kind of with a white, just to kind of give it some, you know, various depth kind of. I'm not real happy with this, but this was kind of my first real test. I did this, okay. This is just foam. I used a ruler, and I tried to measure everything out, and I put a lintel in here. Lintels in various buildings are made out of stone or concrete, or more modern ones are steel and that type of thing. But anyway, just for something to try. This I painted with the apple barrel paints. I don't remember now. I think I used a barn red, and then I painted a few with kind of a yellow, and then some with a brown. And then after everything was nice and dry, I went back over it with this. This is just a real inexpensive acrylic, like a wall filler, spackling compound, and filled in the joints in it. Like I say, I'm still experimenting a lot, but that didn't turn out too bad. This is my next experiment, and I'm not even finished with it yet, but the bricks are very nice and uniform in this. I painted it black, and then I've done one layer of I think I mixed yellow and brown to give it kind of a brown color. Anyway, I need to go back and do this a couple more coats, and then I need to do the joints and things in this. What I did with this, maybe you can see it if I get the light just right. I'll be working on getting lighting better over at this bench and stuff as I go. But you can see it turned out rather uniform. what I did, I went online. I can hear Jordan running around upstairs. There's websites out there that you can customize graph paper. So I made these up to where the spacing is 1 brick wide and 1 brick high. Okay, and then I sat down with a ruler and a pencil and everything, and I traced out the bricks that I wanted. And then I cut them out, and I took a piece of foam and I glued the paper to the foam. I don't have an example here, but basically I just glued one sheet. Once I did my once I got the pattern I wanted, I glued it to the back. Okay, with this, just standard all-purpose school glue, the stick type. I glued it to that and I left it for 30 minutes or so, and then I came back with a super sharp scalpel, and in fact, as I sharpened this a couple times while I'm doing it, if you don't have a really sharp knife, it just tears the foam. So the best way to do it is with a really sharp scalpel or a sharp X-Acto. Anyway, after I cut out all my bricks to follow this pattern, I just put the foam in water, and I waited 20 or 30 minutes, and the paper just all floated away, and I was left with a real nice even pattern. And I've still got more to do with this, as far as the coloring and everything goes, but I'm making some progress. Then I did this with stone, or my attempt at stone. Once again, I painted this in black. I painted this in black too, and then I used I'm trying to remember now, pewter gray is what I used as a base. And then after that was good and dry, I came back with a granite gray and dry brushed it. And then after that was dry, I went back and made a slight wash, a real thin wash with just black, and I kind of went over the lines. But that's my very first attempt at stone. I've got a long ways to go. I haven't done anything as far as like vegetation. I don't have any static grass or anything like that. I haven't even thought about it yet, but eventually I need to work on ground cover too. Okay, but this is kind of my start at figuring out how I'm going to make my dioramas. I've got all these bits and pieces I cut off to play with, and then I've got plenty of foam to do tests with. So this is just water-based paint, water-based acrylic. Cleans up with water. It works real well. I've got a little tub of water here used to clean the brushes. And I bought some, I think I only spent like $5 at Walmart, and I bought a whole bunch of really super cheap brushes. Working okay so far. That one there, I'm getting a little dirty. One thing I did try, and it worked really well, was for texturing the stone. You can use a ball of tin foil and just roll it on there, and it gives it a little bit of a texture. Works real well. Alrighty guys, I think that's about all I wanted to tell you. Sorry it's been so long since I made any videos. It's been really hectic around here. My wife's not feeling real well now. I need to go up and check on her here in just a little bit. But I'll get this video out today, and then I'll get back on the otter. I want to get it finished and get a few other things done, and then the first of the year, Jason at Model Kit Stuff is starting a group build I want to join in. It's anything that floats, and I've got a couple of ideas of some stuff I want to build that I've got in my stash, or I might come up with something else. We'll just have to see. But anyway, it's really good talking to you guys. I hope you're all doing real well. We'll talk to you real soon, okay? Thanks. Bye-bye.